Oh yeah, we got a shit ton of weed, man.
Yes, you're flying back from Vesta because you stopped there and bought a bunch of weed from Golgar and his wife.
Yeah, 5 pounds of golden bear, orange frog, blue gorilla, red sunfire, green dragon, and purple salamander. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Oh, we gotta head back to the glass blower.
Yes, the glass blower is in the open coast, so that's not very far. It's only a few hours by air. Barely.
So is my item done?
Oh, you wanted the massive hookah bong thing. So yes, he has finished your massive hookah bong that is going to saturate the entire inside of the ship with weed smoke.
So is it done?
Yes, it is done. Okay, and that will be installed on your ship by a crew that he has hired, which doesn't take very long. So by the end of the day, you now have that installed. It is below the deck where you have the artillery piece.
Hey Odin,
What's up, man?
let's give this lady a try.
It sounds like a very, very generous offer, which I will gladly accept, sir.
Should we try one of these newer weeds we got?
I think we should mix it up. We should try.
I'm thinking the golden bear and orange frog.
Hold on, what do I got up in this satchel?
Please keep in mind that the actual bowl that this bong operates on holds about a half a pound of weed. You said you wanted something that would literally be able to fill the entire inside of the ship with smoke.
Nah, this baby was designed to hotbox the entire cabin.
Let's do it.
Let's call everybody down here, not tell them what the fuck's going on. And then we're gonna put a 1/4 pound of the golden bear, a 1/4 pound of the orange frog, another 1/4 pound of blue gorilla, and the red. We're gonna mix them all together.
Is everyone going to partake in this?
Yeah.
It's going to be hotboxing the entire area.
Yeah,
They don't have a choice.
And even if you're standing on deck,
They don't have a choice.
No, they don't have a choice.
Fuck you. Yeah, I do. My body, my choice.
Then you can roll for resistance if you want to try and resist it with Constitution saves, but you're going to have to roll an individual one for each piece of weed that he's putting in, which means you'll have to roll 4 of them.
All right, Rocco, let's do it.
Okay,
right,
so you guys pack the bowl with the concoction that Raka dictated a second ago. And Cham, you have a torch, so you can light that up. And there's also, you're going to have one of you get on the top end of the bong so that the airflow pulls all the weed smoke up into it.
All right, I'll light it.
Rocky, you're going to have to roll Constitution because you're going to be doing the inhaling, followed by the distribution.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, okay. So, Raka, you just rolled a 1. So the way this is going to work is, Raka, since you are the ground zero of this whole thing, you're out. You are unconscious. You inhaled so much of it that you just instantaneously passed out from it. And now, as that has happened, the chamber is full, but it is full to a bad point. You inhaled and you filled up the chamber, but the problem is you did it too quickly. So the amount in the chamber is very concentrated and powerful. So that is now being outletted through vents into every section of the ship, because there were also glass tubes that were installed onto this that could vent it out very quickly and easily. So every single person on the ship, I think you've all rolled, so Velnos, you are able to survive it somewhat. You're still pretty fucked up, but you're conscious. Vash, you are even more fucked up, but still conscious. Cham, you're clinging to consciousness, and Kane, you're just chilling. Oh yeah, we got to do for Gertrude and Kira.
Oh, geez, Kira's fucked.
Yeah, no, she's out. She's out. She's on the floor with Raka. She's out. Kira's fucked. Gertrude. Well, Gertrude's out. I'm gonna say that's the cutoff there is 7. Kane, you roll for Robert. He's your goose. And Cham, you roll for Carlos.
Robert's fucked, dude.
Oh yeah, Robert's out.
Carlos is good.
Done Cloud 9. Carlos is doing okay. He's grooving. He's sitting there in his little blue do-rag doing crypt signs.
That's Carlos.
Oh, I forgot about Fleetwood. McFleetwood rolled an 8, so he is still mildly conscious. But
Me and him are like,
Yeah, he's basically just like in the dumb portion where like he's awake and he's aware that he's awake and he's there, but other than that, he's really not aware of anything else.
So who's piloting the ship?
Right now, nobody. However, since you're flying, that you're kind of still heading in the right direction. However, yeah, you may want to have somebody try and wake her up. You could always just ask Kane because he's dead sober.
I'm like stumbling up, trying to find Kane. Mick! Mick! Gutrid! Mick! Gutrid!
Where the
Yes,
fuck are you
sir.
staying?
Ah!
If you wanna call my woman, you're gonna call her right.
Steer the ship! Fought! Ah!
Oh, I
gonna roll.
don't know how to drive.
Mick, I'll give you a boost to steer the ship.
Fuck it, I'm mending the ship.
You're gonna have to do a dexterity roll for seamanship if you don't have a proficiency in, as far as I'm aware of.
Ooh.
You had an 8. Okay, to try and... Okay, so you're able to keep the ship from crashing. But that's about it. You have no idea if you're going in the correct direction. And in fact, I'm going to roll to see if you actually are going in the correct direction.
Was it
You
a
are
one?
not going in the right direction. You have somehow managed to reverse the ship and go in the opposite direction.
It was a one. It was a fucking
It was a 1. So, yeah, you guys are going in the opposite direction. And Velnos, since you are not really adept at controlling the ship, you're going to have to roll intelligence to see if you realize that you're actually going in the other direction.
Got a 12.
Okay, you're able to realize that you are definitely not going in the right direction. However, you don't know exactly what direction you are going.
I'm gonna try and turn it like 180 degrees.
All right, you're going to need another seamanship and dexterity roll to do that.
At twice.
All right, so you are able to correct the course of the ship and guide it towards the desired destination using the map tools that were installed for you by the shipwright in the previous village. So you are able to basically steer it in the correct direction, and you're going to be able to continue doing that until you reach your destination.
Fucking RNGesus.
Yeah, RNG just came through for you on that one. So everybody else is high. Raka and several others are passed out. You want to burn more weed.
Since there's still some weed in there, I'm gonna put in. Okay, I'm doing a half a pound of green dragon.
Okay, you fill the bowl with it. You need somebody to hold the torch for you. Raka is passed out. So right
Mick,
now, all you have is Mick, who is sober, by the way.
Man, I don't wanna.
do it!
God damn it, we're already fucking gonna die.
I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna like fucking put some embers in it, and then I'm gonna go up.
Put enough embers in it where you may be able to get a hit off.
Yeah.
Roll Constitution to take in the breath.
That's
One.
a 1.
That's a 1. Okay.
Oh,
You
it
did
was
the
a one.
exact same thing that Rocket did, and you are out. You are passed the fuck out. You are on the ground right next to him. So that means everybody's going to have to roll Constitution again. Who is still conscious? Rocket and Sham, you are not, and neither is Gertrude, Kira, or Robert.
I got a 6.
I got a 4.
All right, you're both out.
I rolled a 4 free badge. I'm sorry.
Oh, for fuck! All right, you're out.
Hey, Carlos
so
rolled a 20.
Okay, so I think that wipes out everybody but Carlos. Carlos is the only one who's awake on the ship.
Carlos, get the ship.
I'm gonna have
Isn't
so
it
Carlos
possible?
realizes that oh shit, we're kind of the ship is kind of a little funky.
You're gonna have to roll for intelligence, although, because he is a baby.
He rolled an 18.
He's very intelligent for a baby. All right, so he realizes that there is something wrong. He's not 100% sure what, but he does see that he does feel really good, and he realizes that everybody else in the room is now passed out, including most of the animals.
Is there a way that he could like just spit water at us? If we could get away?
He can try and smack you to wake you up because he has his flipper hands.
All right, I'm gonna roll see if he could wake me up. It's 13.
Okay, he rolls and he comes up to you and he starts licking your face to attempt to wake you up. Please roll for your Constitution to see if you do wake up.
It's a 16.
Okay, I'm going to say that does manage to bring you back to consciousness. However, you're going to have to try and roll a Constitution to make your way up to the main deck.
So the Constitution is 12.
Okay, you are able to make it to the top deck conscious. Dexterity roll for the seamanship.
It's a 17.
Okay, you are successfully able to pilot the ship even though you were half passed out. And the only other person who was up there with you is Carlos, who followed. So you can decide what the hell you want to do.
Am I going the right way?
Depends, you don't know where you're going.
All right, I'm just gonna wait till everyone's awake.
Alright, you're going to have to do one more Constitution roll to see if you can stay awake that long, because most of them are going to be passed out for a good long while.
It's a 1.
You rolled a 1 to stay conscious before everybody else did. Okay, so I'm gonna roll to see if anything happens to the ship while you're fucking doing that. Alright, so I rolled a 15. So the ship, it does drift a little bit, but it does not drift a lot. So it basically stays in kind of the same area as everybody begins to wake up from the coma that you induced in them by making them smoke 2 massive bowls of weed. So you're on the ship, you are still over near the Oak Coast, so you can decide what you guys want to do now. You're all now gathered on the main deck.
Who wants to smoke a bowl?
Let's do it. Come on, guy. I'll share that shit.
You can also decide where you're gonna go and then smoke, because it's gonna take a while.
Nah. We're gonna hotbox the boat again.
Let's just go. We'll do it halfway. Wait, I'm gonna look at Hoden and Malric like halfway.
All right.
Hey, Odin,
Yeah, man.
you still have those lollies?
Those are for later.
No. Mix them in for later.
That's not. It doesn't work that way, man. Hey, old.
You'll never know if you don't experiment with Holmes.
That's why you got to pay attention in school, Malric.
Hey, Hoden, you could probably melt it and drench the stuff on the leaves.
Exactly.
You gotta eat it, man. It's like a poison. If you wanted to get everybody high on the lolly, you have to drop it in like a drink or something.
I pull out a fucking empty vial that I still have.
You
So are you going to distill the lollipops down into a hallucinogenic liquid that you can then spike people's drinks with?
Yeah, like one or two of them.
You'll still need to put it in a bowl, melt it, and then you can pour it into the vial, which is going to take a crafting roll.
I'm just gonna give him like 50 gold. And I'm just gonna take 2 of them.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
You are able to perfectly melt the lollipop in a small stone bowl that's down below the deck that you found, and then you pour it into your vial and put a cork in the top. You let it sit so that it cools off, and now you have a vial that is full of liquid LSD lollipop mixture.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it.
So, okay, so you have successfully done that, so you guys can now choose where you want to go. Again, everybody is conscious, and Gertrude can pilot the ship yet again.
Go where the money is, Gertrude.
Alright, so since Ishmael originally said that he would meet you outside of Arrow's Point, that is where she is going to sail the ship to. Now, that is going to take a week's time in order to sail the ship to that area, so I am going to roll to see if you have any encounters. Roll the 19, so you do not have any encounters, and you make it there successfully over the course of a week. Halfway through, you burn another 1 pound of weed, but you did smoke up the ship halfway through. However, Gertrude, this time, realizing that she did not want to pass out at the wheel due to smoke inhalation, purchased herself a gas mask in the previous town. You have arrived at Arrow's Point. So you guys are at Arrow's Point. Raka, you notice that the little signaling device that Ishmael gave you is beginning to light up.
Hey, will I be rich? And then he shakes it.
It beeps indiscriminately a few times.
Hey, I think that's a yes.
I think that's a no.
It's a yes.
It's a no.
It's definitely a yes.
That's definitely a no.
I'm rolling to see if it's a yes or a no. It is a no.
I think this thing's broken.
Okay. However, as you move it around a little bit, you do notice that it does tend to blink a little more when you aim it over to the right.
I think we should go that way.
Gertrude salutes you and pilots the ship that way until the device continues to go louder and louder until you notice that it appears there's a small camp below you with a tent, a fire, and what looks like somebody sitting under it with a cloak, possibly Ishmael. You can't tell because of the distance.
I'm gonna pull out the fucking cannon.
So the cannon is loaded, by the way. They put it in loaded, so there is one shot in there already. So the cannon, you pull the cannon up from the lower deck, and it pops onto the upper deck, ready to fire.
I'm gonna look at Rick. Hey, I don't know who that guy is. He's shady. You should probably use your meteors.
I mean, maybe.
Cham, are you about to fuck up another side quest?
He's about to fuck up the main quest.
Do it, child. Do it.
No, let's go on. Let's just go on.
Man, he doesn't look that dangerous. I bet he's rich.
Are you going to try and shake your magic domino again to find out?
Yup.
You get the inkling from your shaking, even though there's nothing to indicate it, that yes, he is rich somehow.
Fuck it. Let's go.
Okay, Gertrude drops anchor, and you are lowered down to the ground where the ship kind of just sits above the ground low enough where you can lower a ladder, and you guys can climb off.
Call me Ishmael.
The hooded figure looks up and takes off his hood to reveal he is indeed Ishmael, and he beckons you over to him as you all exit the ship.
Good thing I didn't bombard him.
He's found where to find the staff. My friend, you have returned, and you have gathered the weapons that I asked of you to get. Good, we'll need them for the future. Now, I've located the staff. It's further out into no man's land. We'll only have to travel a few hours that way on horseback. I don't know how long it'll take on your flying machine, maybe like 20 minutes.
On a horseback?
We're not all as rich as you. I can't buy a flying ship that's driven by a gnome.
Hey, she's a fucking dwarf, not a gnome. He's a gnome, and he points to Mick.
Sometimes I get confused. You're both short.
Now that's just fucking racist.
I think this motherfucker needs a fucking lesson taught about dwarfs.
We have
and gnomes.
150,000 gold waiting in a building that's 20 minutes.
No. I'm gonna pull out a fucking chalk. Oh, I'm gonna be starting drawing on his tent. This is a gnome. This is a dwarf. You see the beard? And like,
you're gonna have to roll a dexterity roll to actually draw those in any way, shape, or form that he's gonna tell what it is.
It's a 17.
You do successfully draw what looks to be a dwarf and what looks to be a gnome, and you point it out to him. The clear differences. He explains that it was a mistake made by his part, and that you have taken the time of 5 minutes out of everybody else's life. Thank you.
I'm gonna put some respect on it, and fucking Carlos is going. Eee.
Carlos agrees with you because Carlos is supposed to agree with you as your pet. So he's basically explained to you where you need to go, and he says that he kind of knows how to get inside and get it. But he says we're going to have to look for something. You're going to have to look for an indentation, and it might be easier to do it from the sky.
Fine, fuck it. We're going out. We're going up to the ship.
Okay, you go up to the ship. Rock, please roll Constitution for your dinosaur egg. Did I get you in? You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
It appears that your tiny dinosaur that is inside is sleeping.
It's okay, little buddy. You rest. We'll wake you up when the good part comes.
Okay, so you guys go back up onto the ship, and Ishmael points Gertrude in the correct direction in order to find the area you're looking for. He says that for everybody, you should look off the side of the ship and see if you can see an indentation of what looks like what used to be a large building in the ground. Okay, everybody's gonna have to roll perception.
All right, I rolled a 17.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, it's a 20? Yeah.
All right, I'll take that for the time being. Bash, Raka, and Velnos all know this.
I got a
Cam
17.
does not. And Kane notices. So there's an indent of what looks like maybe something like a castle or some kind of a large structure that looks like it's dug into the ground like a few feet. However, there's nothing there. It just looks like an imprint. Gertrude lets down the anchor and lowers you guys to the ground. As she lowers the little ladder to go down to the ground, and Ishmael quickly runs up and starts feeling around. He looks almost like a mime. It looks like he's putting his hands on a wall that's not there.
I'm gonna try and mimic him.
Okay, so you're going to go over to the same area, or are you just going to mimic from where you're standing?
I'm gonna go over to the same area.
Okay, so you climb down the ladder and you go up, but instead of mimicking what he's doing, you notice that you're actually feeling what feels like a stone wall, but you can't see it.
Yo, the fuck?
It's there. It's here. This is it.
I want to pop out the cannon.
You want to blow up the structure that the artifact is in, while there's two people standing next to it.
I'm gonna beckon freaking Kane away, like, hey, move.
Ishmael screams up at you, "No, we have to find the entrance! You could destroy the staff!"
It will be just fine!
You're gonna have to intimidate him enough, because he's kind of pissed.
It's a 15.
Okay, I'm gonna have to roll against that to see if he does it. Ooh, he rolled
What
a
would be
19.
a 20?
He is not intimidated. He crosses his arms and yells up to you, "There is an entranceway on this wall. That is what I was told. We just have to feel around for it. It'll push in."
I'm beckoning freaking Kane away. Move!
Yeah,
Kane,
man, let's sneak.
Kane, you're gonna have to roll a wisdom check to see if you actually can. To see if you can tell that Jam is serious about actually blowing it up and possibly killing you.
I got a 6.
You're pretty sure he's joking. You're like 99% sure he's joking.
I'm going to just take a shit, like in that bush a few miles away from this area. I'll be right back.
Can I watch?
Okay, so Veldos, you're out of the blast area. You're good. Jam, you're obviously about to fire the weapon, so you're good. You're not anywhere near it. Hodin, I'm assuming you're on the ship. Vash, I'm assuming you also followed Veldos.
Get out the fucking way!
So,
No, I'm yelling at Kane. Get out
you
the
have
way!
to roll for intimidation if you're gonna try and get him out of there. Kane, you
Damn
have
it.
to roll.
It's a 17.
3.
Kane, you immediately run back up to the ship and hide behind Jam's leg, afraid for your life. Ishmael, I'm going to roll for Ishmael because I'm going to say you were kind of a dual intimidation. Okay, he also rolled a 17, so I'm going to have him re-roll one more time to see if he can confirm that. He rolled a 5, he does not confirm that. So he also runs back up to the ship with you.
I'm letting loose.
Essentially, it's a howitzer. That's actually going to be, when it actually hits, it's going to be 8 d10s of damage.
Yeah, it's a 47 that time.
Okay, so you did 47 damage to the roof of this invisible structure which you have aimed directly at. So I'm going to roll That's a 17. You hit a very major wall in that castle. And that castle now has exploded pretty significantly. There's debris everywhere, and it appears on the inside of the castle, the only part that's invisible is the outside wall. So now that you've destroyed most of the building, that invisibility spell has been broken. So you can now see the castle for what it is, which is a dilapidated structure which you have now caused to become further dilapidated. However, you do see what appears to be a glowing doorway sitting directly in the middle of the blast zone.
Oh, that might be what you're looking for.
Ishmael looks down. My God, that's it. That's where we have to go.
I'm gonna look at Ishmael like, don't question my shit again.
Deal. All right, so Ishmael then goes back down the ladder and approaches the door along with the rest of you. Velnos, because you went off to take a poop, you rolled a nat 20 for a Constitution check while taking a shit. Because you specifically wanted your character to change into a Super Saiyan while they were taking a dump, you do that for the 30-second duration of the blue jet coming out of your rear. Velnos, you do that because you decided you didn't want to roll a nat 20. After you are finished, you return to the group along with the others, and you are now all in front of the glowing doorway.